I used to jog late in the evening after work. It was the only time the park was quiet. No screaming kids, no bikes, just the hum of crickets and the rhythmic sound of my shoes on the trail. I liked the solitude. It helped me think, helped me decompress. But now, even years later, I can't step into a park without my chest tightening. It started one Tuesday night, sometime in late fall. The air had that crisp bite, and the sun was gone by 6:30 p.m. I was jogging my usual route, a 3-mile loop that curved through a wooded park near my apartment complex. I'd been running that same loop for months and never had a single issue. But that night, I wasn't alone. About half a mile in, I noticed another jogger behind me. Not unusual, except something about him felt off. He was keeping pace with me, always around 20-30 feet behind. I sped up. He sped up. I slowed down. So did he. Still, I didn't want to jump to conclusions. It's a public trail, and people jog all the time. Maybe it was just coincidence. Until I made a sharp left down the less lit path near the creek, a path almost no one used because it was uneven and dark. He followed me there too. I stopped jogging and stepped off the path, pretending to tie my shoe, hoping he'd pass me and I could confirm he was just another runner, but he stopped too. No phone, no watch, just stood there. I finally looked up at him. He was wearing all black, hoodie, track pants, old sneakers. I couldn't see his face. The trail had no lights, and the shadows from the trees were thick. We stared at each other for maybe 5 seconds. Then he said calmly, "Why'd you stop?" I didn't answer. My heart was pounding. Something primal kicked in. I turned and ran, not down the path but straight into the trees, through underbrush and roots, cutting toward the back entrance of the park. I didn't look back. I didn't have to. I could hear him crashing through the brush behind me. I don't know how I didn't trip or snap my ankle. Adrenaline makes you do crazy things. When I finally burst out of the trees near the baseball field, there were people around, 2 teenagers vaping under the bleachers. I didn't stop to talk. I just kept running, past them, across the field, and didn't stop until I was inside my apartment and the door was locked. I didn't sleep that night. I stared at the ceiling until the sun came up. Kept thinking, maybe he was just messing with me. Maybe I overreacted. But that changed the next day. Around noon, I got a knock at the door. I didn't recognize the man standing there. Looked mid-30s, wearing a faded maintenance uniform. Claimed he was checking pipes for the apartment complex. But our complex doesn't send people without notice. When I asked for ID, he hesitated. "It's in the truck," he said, then turned and walked off. I didn't follow, just watched from the peephole. He never got in a truck, just walked down the road and around the corner toward the park trail entrance. Same build, same walk, same black shoes. I called the apartment office, and they confirmed no one was scheduled for maintenance that day. That night I didn't go jogging. Or the next. I started driving to a gym across town during the day, changed my whole routine, told myself it was just paranoia. Maybe someone was messing with me. Maybe it was just some creep who saw me jogging and tried to mess with my head. But 2 weeks later, I was watching the local news and saw a story that made my blood run cold. Body of young woman found off trail in Crestwood Park. Police suspect foul play. Same park, same trail, same time I used to run. They never caught who did it. But the police believe she was attacked while jogging. Same path, same route. Sometimes I wonder if it was random, or if he was following women every night, waiting for one to let their guard down. Maybe I just ran fast enough. Maybe she didn't get the same chance. Now every time I see someone jogging alone at night, I want to scream at them to stop, to go home, to never, ever think they're alone. Because monsters don't just hide in the dark. Sometimes they jog right behind you, waiting for you to slow down.